Hey everyone, what's up? This is H from Pop Culture Uncovered, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer, which mysteriously leaked a few days ago. So it looks like, until we get further information, Star Wars Battlefront 2 looks like that it's going to have more characters, more time periods within the Star Wars universe, as well as, hopefully a few more modes and things of that sort. So with that said, I'm cautiously optimistic on what the new Battlefront can do and hopefully will do. I have 3 quick points that I want to go over about what I'm expecting from the game, because I'll be honest with you, I was not really happy with the first attempt that EA put out a couple of years ago. I felt that it was rushed. It was definitely made more for multiplayers, as the single player campaign really left a lot to be desired, even though they tacked something on down the road. And I felt that, even though they captured the spirit of Star Wars with the music, the sounds, the special effects and things of that sort, there was a lot more to that game that could have been put in it. So with that said, let's look at point number 1, and that being the single player campaign. Now, if EA really wants to knock this one out the park and give players what they really want, one of the things that we really want, we'd really like to see a robust single player campaign. And they can't say that it can't be done, because they just did Battlefield 1, which came out last year, had a pretty decent campaign even though it wasn't strung together. So with that, I would like to see something out of Battlefront where, the campaign mode is either a lot more robust, whereas the missions kind of connect together across the eras, or if it's going to be similar to how it was in Battlefield 1, maybe each section could be a lot longer. Maybe we can get different vehicles, maybe we can get different weapons types and things of that sort. Something to really keep single players invested in the game. Which kind of brings me into my second point, and the second point being that hopefully with a new Star Wars Battlefront game, hopefully we can get a better offline mode for single players as well, or people that want to couch up and play together. Now, again, going back to the original Battlefront, if you did not have an offline connection, if you didn't have an online connection, your options were severely limited due to the fact that the game was really built for multiplayer playing. Multiplayer gamers really had the advantage in that, yes, they can get on and get out and things of that sort. And even with the single player mode that they had, it felt more of a practice mode to get you geared for online. So what I really would like to see, because come on EA, there's still a lot of people out there that can't or won't get on multiplayers. Give a few more modes for players to play with offline. More like capture the flag, more domination, more of some of the various modes that have come out in games over the past couple of years. And you can't say that you can't do it, because obviously you did with the last one. So, give players options where they don't have to always be online to play, because me myself personally, I don't have as much time as I used to get on and play multiplayer like I want to. And the thing of course being, when you get online, you might get on for a couple of hours or so, and you might be like a low level player, whereas you got players like kids and teenagers who have all kinds of time in the world to play these games, that have already gone up and maxed out their characters, and that's what you have to go up against. So give something for everybody within everyone's speed to be able to play. Which brings me to my last point. EA, if you're going to do this new Battlefront, please don't nickel and dime players for maps. That was one of the biggest things, I think, for a lot of us that we really complained about. Whereas, okay, if you have a season pass, you can get these maps. If you don't have season pass, you're going to get these maps. Or even if you have particular passes or whatever, you may have to pay extra for extra modes, extra skins, extra this, extra that. Stop nickel and diming gamers. It's already enough that we're paying $60 to $70 to get the base game, and then we're paying extra money for stuff that should be included. I mean, there are a lot of games out there nowadays where they're giving out DLC, and the thing of it is, yes, we understand it takes a lot to develop, but if you want to build up some player goodwill, give them something that every once in a while, hey, we feel like you're taking us seriously, you're giving us some decent modes, you're giving us some decent maps, and we don't have to pay extra for it. You know, we'll gladly pay if it's worth it, but I mean, if you're charging exorbitant amounts beyond what the base game costs, and we're really not getting anything back, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So, with that said, you know, hopefully Battlefront 2 will do a lot better than the first one did. Hopefully it will bring a lot of people back into the fold. I'm guessing that we're going to hear more about it at the E3, which is coming up in a few months, and I'm holding out hope. I'll be honest with you, I'm on the fence about it, as I was the first one. I'm sure that, you know, whatever comes along graphically will probably be one of the best Star Wars games out there. I mean, EA has it, and Battlefront 1 was really looking good graphically speaking. But if you don't have the content, you're not going to win a lot of players. So other than that, folks, check us out on popcultureuncovered.com. Follow us here on YouTube, Twitter, we're at PC Uncovered. And hopefully when we get some more news about this new Star Wars game, we can talk more about it. Until then, peace.